In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix the Slack API error missing_scope step by step so you can get your app working again without guessing what went wrong. This error usually happens when your Slack app does not have the correct permission or scope enabled for the action you're trying to perform. The good news is that it's very easy to fix once you know where to look. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more quick software fixes and step-by-step guides. Alright, let's jump in. First, open your browser and go to api.slack.com/apps. This is the Slack app management page where you can view and edit the permissions for your app. Once you're there, select the app that is throwing the missing_scope error. If you manage multiple Slack apps, just make sure you choose the right one because the permissions need to be updated for the exact app that's failing. After selecting your app, click on OAuth and Permissions. This section controls how your app connects to Slack and what it is allowed to do. If you're seeing a missing_scope message, this is almost always where the fix will happen. Next, scroll down until you find the scope section and then look for bot token scopes. These are the permissions granted to your bot when it interacts with Slack. If your app is trying to send messages, read channel data, or perform another action, it needs the matching scope enabled here. Now click Add an OAuth scope. A list of available permissions will appear, and you'll want to add the scope that matches the action you're trying to complete. For example, if your app is sending a message, add chat::write. If your app needs to read channels, add channels::read. The key here is to match the scope to the exact API action, because adding the wrong one won't solve the error. If you're not sure which scope you need, go back to the error message or the API endpoint you're calling and check Slack's documentation for that method. Usually, the missing_scope error tells you that one required permission is absent, so you just need to grant that permission to the app. Once you've added the correct scope, the next step is very important. You need to click Install App or Reinstall to Workspace. This applies the new permissions to your Slack workspace. A lot of people stop after adding the scope, but the app will not actually receive the new permissions until it is installed again. So don't skip this part. After reinstalling, go back to your app and send the request again. In most cases, the missing_scope error should be gone, and the action should work normally. If it still appears, double check that you added the correct scope to the bot token scope section and that you reinstalled the app to the same workspace you are testing in. That's the full fix. Open your Slack app settings, go to OAuth and Permissions, add the required scope like chat::write or channels::read, reinstall the app, and then test the request again. Once those permissions are in place, the missing_scope error should be resolved. If this video helped, please give it a like and subscribe for more troubleshooting tutorials, app fixes, and developer walkthroughs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.